Well, hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am App Mizolette, and you are now watching Mystic Miz Olette's Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here, Sagittarius. This video is for anyone who has placements in Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if it's not resonating with you, don't force it. I encourage you to check your other zodiac signs to make sure that you get a well-rounded message. So, before we get started, Sagittarius, I just wanted to say thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching and thanks for waiting. I apologize in advance. I'm a little bit rusty. I haven't been on camera in forever, but I'm getting back into the group now. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for waiting for me. I am not currently doing personal readings, but if you are interested in everything that I do, go ahead and check the description box below. You can support me in any way that you would like. The channel is still in flux, I'd say, because I'm about to start opening a membership where the members get a certain amount of readings per month and extendeds and all that. So just watch for that. It's coming soon. But I feel like with the energy that I have right now, it's more like wait, and plan, and then eventually that will show up. So thanks for being here. This video is for the week. I'm going to do a weekly video for you the week of Sunday, November 14th through the 20th of November. And so we'll start with your astrology as we always do, and then we'll get into your reading. So let's go ahead and get started, Sag. I didn't take that many notes, so I'm going to kind of wing it for you. But starting out the week, we've got the Sun in Scorpio, which is your 12th house. Mars in Scorpio, which is your 12th house, and Mercury in Scorpio, which is your 12th house. So right now, this is your sleepy time, Sagittarius. The 12th house rules the subconscious mind. So this is your time to really like retreat, withdraw from the world, and get the downloads that you need in order to move forward. This is a great time to set intentions. What do you want to see happen from your birthday month on for the next year, the next 3 years, the next 5 years? This is a great time to think about a plan, like to think of a plan and not to act on it. You won't be doing much acting this month. You'll be doing a lot of resting, or this week. You'll be doing a lot of resting. You'll be doing some journaling, some meditation, some yoga, like basically this is your time to rest. So I hope that you're doing that. Mercury in your 12th, you're not really talking much, but you're thinking. So make sure that you're not just needlessly talking. Like right now, you don't even need to talk. Like more of the communication is what telepathic. Yeah, so you're able to communicate telepathically with people. Like people just know what you're thinking, or they know what you say before you even say it. With Mars and Scorpio, it's probably, even though Mars rules Scorpio, for you, it's kind of like a detriment because Mars in the 12th house does not want to be in the 12th house. Like he's so restless there, but it's forcing him to take a break, to take the time out, to not act. So that's why I said this month you won't be in action, or this week you'll be inactive a little bit, but don't feel like you're being lazy, or that you just don't have it right now. It's just not with you. And the Sun in the 12th house, it's like the sun at your back instead of right in your face giving you life. So the sun is at your back beating down your back, so it's telling you to take some time out and rest. Okay, we also have Venus and Capricorn this week. So Capricorn is your second house. So Venus here is a great time for your money matters, your skills, talents, gifts, and abilities. So you might be taking some time to put in some creative work or investments together, that type of thing. Like I said, you won't be taking a lot of action. You could just be thinking about it. And then when the sun moves into your sign, that's when you'll be acting. So, I mean, look into different ways of making money that are outside of your job, like maybe look into Bitcoin. I guess under the video, I could leave my Coinbase Like if you haven't signed up for Coinbase, that's something that you should sign up for. It's like a wallet, so that way you can purchase Bitcoin or all these different coins. Like I'm doing a little bit of research into it. So this is a great time for you to research that. Or maybe you want to invest in your 401k or whatever you want to do. Now's the time to start thinking about it. And then when the sun moves into Sagittarius in a few days, like next week, you can take action. I really would wait till Mars moved as well, but with the sun, it gives you a full green light to go ahead and do some of the things that you wanted to do. But Mars in your 12th house is still going to be hanging back like, okay, I don't want to move yet. I'm still asleep. So make sure that you let Mars move too. So when I move, you move just like that, right? So right now you're not taking much action. And then on the 19th, we've got the partial lunar eclipse, which is a full moon in Taurus, and that is your 6th house. And it's going to be conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, which is retrograde in Taurus right now. So your 6th house is about work. It's about your diet, your mental health, like your health in general. It could be about a pet's health, but because the 6th house rules your pets. But this full moon is usually about completions, letting things go, letting things come to an end. And so since it's a lunar eclipse, the energy lasts a lot longer, like 6 months to 2 years this time I read. Is that this energy can last for 2 years because it's happening on this Scorpio Taurus axis, and we're not done with the eclipses that are happening on this axis yet. And so we could have a lot going on, like you'll have some drastic changes that go on in regards to your work or career, or in regards to your health. You know, you might decide to start a new diet, a new health regimen, like a new nutrition program, like something is drastically going to change with regards to your 6th house. There's going to be powerful emotions that surround these changes because it's like something comes to light with the full moon. And once you know, you just know, and you can't go back from that knowing. So you might find something out at this time that changes everything. And with Uranus there, expect it to be unexpected because Uranus is going retrograde. There's still some things that we can't see. And in a couple months, when it finally moves forward, it's going to be more radical change to this 6th house. So you're going to have a sense of completion, like something is over, something is done, something will be let go of. And like I said, there might be a truth that comes to light that can shock you, but it's really time to let go of something with regard to your 6th house. So work, career, your diet, your health, your mental health, you know, so this is a good time to get checked for your mental health if you're struggling with like depression or anxiety or anything like that. This is a good time to maybe get some meds calibrated for yourself. And if you're already on medication, maybe recalibrate your medication to make sure that you're actually taking the right dosage and doing the right things for your health. So really focus this month on rest, recuperation, because you've got so many things in the 12th house, your money, you know, so like how can you grow your money outside of your job? How can you increase your self-worth? Because the 2nd house also rules self-worth, your self-esteem, and your gifts, your skills, your talents, your abilities. Like what can you do to increase your worth in this world? And then with the lunar eclipse, what can you let go of in regards to work and career that's no longer working for you, that you've reached a culmination and ending? So that's what I have for you for this week in your stars. And we're going to go ahead and do a different tarot spread for you this week. I'm using a spread that I got off of this app. It's an astrology app called Astromatrix, but they have a lot of tarot information on there. So this was the tarot spread that they had on there. It's called the Lunar Eclipse in Taurus tarot spread. So I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot this month by Chris Ann. And so this is a 7-card spread. It's really a 6-card spread, and I added 7th card just to like clarify everything. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for you, and let's get into your reading. And like I said, this reading will be if you have placements in Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So what messages do we need to know for Sagittarius for the week of November 14th through November 20th? Sagittarius, what messages do we need to know? So the first message is, what grudges or emotions or burdens, grudges or emotional burdens to let go of? Like, what do you need to let go of right now, Sagittarius? Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels and ancestors. What messages does Sagittarius need to know? What do they need to let go of this week of November 14th through November 20th? Sag, what do you need to know? Show me. Show me what Sagittarius. Oh, that's like 7 cards that flew out. 1 card, please, Spirit, at a time. For Sagittarius, nothing is coming out. So let's see. Like I said, this is your sleepy month. So the cards are a little sleep too. All right, Sagittarius. So what flipped over is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, so grudges or emotional burdens to let go of. Like I said, you're starting something new with regards to your finances. So whatever didn't work out in the past, that's what you need to let go of. In order for you to move forward and to make a new start financially, you're going to have to let go of failures, disappointments, anything that didn't happen now, because a new seed is being planted. Like, you're planting a new seed. And how can this seed grow if you don't give it the right watering, the right nurturing? And so in your mind, you've got to let go of failures. It's never a failure. It's always a lesson, right? And that lesson always turns into a blessing if you allow it. So whatever grudges you're holding on to with regard to money, you got to let it go. Whatever emotions you're holding on with regard to money, you got to let it go. So that way something new can begin. This is the Ace of Pentacles, something new. A new seed is being planted in your financial house. And like I said, if you're watering it with negativity, it's not going to grow. So you've got to give it positive thought, positive action, positive everything to feed the seed so that it can grow. Okay. And your second card, how to overcome self-sabotaging behaviors. So how can Sagittarius overcome self-sabotaging behaviors? We've got the 9 of Swords. So this is like my staying up late at night, worrying about things, depressed about some things, anxiety. So like I said, your mental health, how can you, like, overthinking, so when you're overthinking, ruminating about things, then it causes you self-sabotage. So in order for you to overcome this, you're going to have to increase your self-esteem, increase your self-worth, like we talked about from your stars, because it looks like something has got you all up in your head, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, not able to sleep at night. And so in order to overcome this, like I said, you might need medication, you might need help, so reach out to the people that can help you, whether it's just a trusted friend, a family member, a doctor, a therapist. Reach out. That's what you need to do in order to not self-sabotage, because if it's something that brings you this much worry and stress, then it's time for you to deal with it in a healthy way. All right. Because right now you're dealing with it in a very unhealthy way, which is causing you to sabotage yourself. So I really feel like it's your self-esteem. You need to increase your self-esteem and your self-worth. Grow this seed. Focus on what you can change, not what you can't. All right. The third card is how to find forgiveness and acceptance. How can Sagittarius find forgiveness and acceptance during this lunar eclipse in Taurus? Show me what I need to know for Sagittarius. All right, so we've got the 10 of Cups. So you find it, like I said, through your family, through the people who already love you. So the 10 of Cups is about that familial love. It's the culmination of love. So you find forgiveness and acceptance in your family for this week and for the lunar eclipse, right? So it could be a family member, like I said, your kids, your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, but that's how you find forgiveness and acceptance, is through your family. So like I said, if you're really struggling with depression, you definitely need to reach out to somebody who loves you and somebody who knows you, okay? The fourth card is how to flow and surrender to change this during the lunar eclipse. How can Sagittarius find flow and surrender to change this week? Thank you, angels, ancestors, creators, spirit guides. Thank you for the messages. How can Sagittarius find flow? We've got the King of Wands. So this is you, Sagittarius. This is fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius right here. This is you, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is saying he changes the game through his will. You know, strong will, strong leadership abilities, like step up and be the leader that you know that you are. You know, if somebody has you all up in your head, you know that you are the leader, you are the bringer of change. And so how can you surrender to the flow? You step up and lead. You step up. All right. I love that for you. So Sagittarius, you popped up in your reading like, hey, ways to improve your finances and emotional intimacy. How can Sagittarius improve their finances and emotional intimacy during this lunar eclipse in Taurus? How can Sagittarius improve their finances and emotional intimacy during this lunar eclipse in Taurus, week of November 14th through the 20th? Show me. Show me. Sagittarius, your cards do not want to come out, but they will. Show me what Sag can do to improve finances and emotional intimacy. All right, so, well, that's two cards. I need one card, Spirit. There we go. The Six of Cups. All righty, so the Six of Cups is something in the past, something that you're thinking about in the past. So ways to improve your finances and emotional intimacy, the answer lies in something that you've already done in the past, something that you've already experienced, you know, so it's like you're reminiscing about something that happened, but it can't be negative. Like this is about where the positive things that happened in the past, like look at the childhood and the dog from when the dog was a puppy to the man grew up. It's like those positive memories. Like you have to remember the times when you actually did something great and bring that into the now. Bring the feelings, because Six of Cups is all about the feelings. So bring the feeling into now of whatever that you did a great job on in the past. Bring that feeling into now so that you can feel it now as if you already have it, and then it will come back to you. Okay, so that's how you can improve intimacy and finances. Like find the feeling from the past, remember it, bring it back, bring it into the now and feel it like you have it now. And that way it will bring it again, that same feeling that you had once before of contentment, joy, happiness, love, intimacy, and financial abundance. Bring it into the now, Sagittarius, okay? And that's really what the subconscious is trying to do for you too, because during your planets being in the 12th house during this time, you're supposed to be letting go of negative emotions, negative thoughts. Like this is the time to plant the good seeds in your mind so that way you can bring it into the now and feel it as if you already have it, right? And then it will just show up for you again and again and again and again. So like I said, the answer for you lies in how you used to feel. So bring that feeling of the good feeling from the past into the now so that it can come again in the future, all right? And what do I need to purge and release? So what does Sagittarius need to purge and release for the lunar eclipse? So the Two of Swords popped out. And I feel like indecision, not making a decision is still making a decision. So usually the Two of Swords is the lady with the two swords and she's in between two choices, but she hasn't decided, like she's keeping herself stuck. There's something that you're refusing to see. So what do I need to purge and release? You need to open your eyes and recognize what it is that you need to release. And I really feel like it's indecision. Make the decision. Like, even though right now you're not supposed to be acting, but you can make a decision right now on what you want. You can decide what you want so that way it can come into your life, because most people don't know what they want, Sagittarius. And if you're one of those people, you will go cycle after cycle after cycle, not getting what you want. And that's what's causing this depression, anxiety. Look at the birds are there again. It's just like, how can you have what you want if you don't know what you want? So this is the time to really sit down and know what you want. Release the negative, only think about and focus on what you want, because that will come into your life. And like I said, you're a natural born leader. Your job is to lead. Your job is to make decisions and to follow through with them. And so I think that's what you will do here. So I'm going to pull one last card. What's the final advice for the week for Sagittarius? What is the final advice for the week for Sagittarius? Show me what the final advice for the week is for Sagittarius. What is the final advice for Sagittarius for this week? Thank you, Spirit. What's the final advice for Sagittarius? And I'm shuffling. I got the Two of Cups that flipped out. So the Two of Cups flipped out for you. So that's the final advice. So I feel like you are going to start to love yourself more. There's probably love in your life. I just got this for Scorpio. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. You could be dealing with any sign. But this is all about partnership, true love, really just loving yourself. That's what you need to do. Love yourself if you don't have a partner right now. That's your final advice for the week. That's the outcome, is love is looking for you. It's on its way to you. And if you already have it, make sure that you're grateful for it. Make sure that you're thankful for the people that are in your life right now, because that's how you get more, is you practice the attitude of gratitude, Sagittarius. So especially while you have all this 12th house energy, really be grateful for the things that you already have in your life, and that will bring more in. And then you also, with the other two, with the Two of Swords, you definitely have to decide what it is you want. Do you want love? Do you want money? Do you want intimacy? Whatever it is, write it down and make it come to fruition. So that's what I have for you for your reading. Let's go ahead and get into your yes or no question for the week. So think of the question that the answer is yes or no. And I'm going to pull a rune from the Book of Runes by Ralph H. Bloom. I'm going to pull a rune, and then we'll go into the rune message and tie it into the reading. Excuse me. So what does Sagittarius need to know? What is the answer to their question this week? For November 14th through November 20th, what is the question? The answer to the question for Sagittarius this week. I feel like I have one already. It's in between my pinky and my ring finger. So, alrighty. So I feel like this is upright, and I think this is the joy rune. Let me just double check. But since it's upright, your answer is yes. So you got a yes answer. This is actually gateway. Okay. So gateway is on page 133. So the answer to your yes or no question is yes. Yes, Sagittarius. But look at what it says. Oh my God, I cannot make this stuff up. It says gateway, place of non-action, the god Thor. So what did I just say? You're in a place of non-action, right? With the 12th house energy. With a gateway for its symbol, this rune indicates that there's work to be done both inside and outside of yourself. Thorisaz represents the frontier between heaven and the mundane. Arriving here is a recognition of your readiness to contact the numinous, the divine, to illuminate your experience so that its meaning shines through its form. Thorisaz is a rune of non-action. Thus, the gateway is not to be approached and passed through without contemplation. Like, what am I saying? You're supposed to be thinking. With Mercury in the 12th house, you're thinking. Here you are being confronted with the clear reflection of what is hidden in yourself and what must be exposed and examined before right action can be undertaken. This rune strengthens your ability to wait. Now is not a time to make decisions. So even though I say you need to make a decision, now is really not the time to make that decision. Deep transformational forces are at work in this next to last of the cycle runes. Visualize yourself standing before a gateway on a hilltop. Your entire life lies out behind you and below. Before you step through the gateway, pause and review the past, the learning and the joys, the victories and the sorrows, everything it took to bring you here. Observe it all, bless it all, release it all. For it is in letting go of the past that you reclaim your power. Step through the gateway now. This goes along with what I just said in the reading, because like I said, we've got the Six of Cups where I said it. The answer for you lies in the past. Like, how did you feel about things in the past when you did a good job, when you had financial abundance, when you had emotional intimacy? Like, how can you bring that into the now by going back and retrieving the feeling? Like, feelings never really die. You know, they, yes, they come and go and they change, but you can go back and retrieve that feeling, bring it into the now, feel it as if you have it now, and it will come back. You'll step through the gateway, right? And even though I said it's time to make decisions, maybe you need a little bit more time to make those decisions. But if you don't make the decision, you will continue to go through the cycle over and over and over, not knowing what to do, you know, not stepping through that gateway. So I really love that room for you. It tied right into your reading. Oh my God. All right. So the next card I'm going to pull is from Abiola Abrams' African Goddess Rising Oracle. I really love this oracle. It's a brand new deck. Like, if you're looking for any of the decks, I will post my Amazon links below where you can go to Amazon and purchase the cards. And I would appreciate if you use my link, because I'm an affiliate of Amazon. I do get a small commission, but if you saw it here first, why not support it here first, right? All righty. So Sagittarius, what messages do we need to know for the week of November 14th through the 20th? One card, please, Spirit. Oh, we had a few cards trying to flip, so there's a lot of messages for you, Sag. What message do we need to know for Sagittarius? One card, please, Spirit. One card, please, Spirit, for Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, we've got so many cards that are flipping. I'm gonna take this one because it like flipped out, and then the other, there were like 3 or 4 that like fell out. But this one flipped out and it was laying down like this, so I didn't even see it. Oh my God, worthiness. Look at that. What did I just say? That you need to increase your self-worth. That's what I said. I cannot make these readings up. The way they come out is just the way they come out. So it says Atete, which is Goddess Atete, worthiness, number 14. Just want to make sure that you can see it. It's going in and out here. So Atete, and I went right to the page. It says, stop hiding, shrinking, and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. You matter. Worthiness is in your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And most importantly, we need you, Sagittarius. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that everyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. Your goddess declaration is, I matter. So whether you're a man or a woman, you matter. And just like I said before, when you got the King of Wands, which represents you, Sagittarius, you are a natural born leader. You are not meant to shrink yourself and make yourself this small. You are meant to fill the room. When you walk in, you are a boss, you know, you are in charge, you are a natural leader, and you just have to start believing that about yourself. So that's why I said with this 12th house energy, you're probably kind of shrinking yourself because you're feeling unworthy, just because the sun is not in your sign yet. But once the sun comes in your sign, you're gonna feel so much better. So I'll be here for your monthly reading. We're gonna go ahead and do the Sagittarius readings this month. I know I said I was gonna do Scorpio and then I didn't do it, but it was because I was trying to get my setup together. So as you can see, this is it for now. I've got the sun behind me, which I love that sun tapestry with my lights. I've got my ring light finally. I've got my table here. Like, everything is set up for me. And so now I'm ready to go forth with my videos, and I'm excited. And I hope that you're excited too, Sagittarius. So my last and final reading for you, I feel like that was the last message, but yeah, that actually was the last message because I don't want to make the videos that long. So thank you so much for liking the video. video, for sharing the video, and subscribing to the channel if you have not already subscribed. I would appreciate and love to have you as a subscriber if you haven't yet. So please consider doing that, and check all the information down below in the description box. And with that being said, I will see you next month on the monthlies and in the next video. Peace and namaste. Love you, Sag. You are worthy.